Pythagorean theorem, a wheelchair ramp with a length of 122 inches has a horizontal distance of 100. So the wheelchair ramp goes up like this. Oh gosh, that's poorly drawn. Because it's going to be a sharp angle, or it's going to be a small angle. That's too big of an angle there. This is not drawn to scale. A horizontal distance of 120 inches. The wheelchair ramp itself is 122 inches. We want to know its vertical distance. Okay, so we want to know its vertical distance. So that was poorly drawn to scale. Very poorly drawn to scale. So this angle needs to be a lot smaller. So Pythagorean theorem. One leg squared plus the other leg squared equals the hypotenuse squared. Yeah, I've done this before. I'm going to subtract 120 squared from both sides. I could type it in my calculator, but I'm just going to do that. I'm going to do 122 squared minus 120 squared. I'm trying to save some time here. Squared minus 120 squared. 484. And then square root. Square root. You don't need the plus or minus on this one because they're not going to be a, wait a minute, yeah, 22 inches. You're not going to need a plus or minus because you wouldn't have a negative length, so 22 inches. I'll pause there. Okay, might have some problems here. I'm giving away the surprise here. They're very specific, so it's kind of like a slope thing, like for every 1 inch increase in horizontal, for every 1 inch vertical, 1 inch vertical has to correspond to a 12-inch horizontal. Vertical, I can't spell vertical. Vertical, I was going to abbreviate it, and then I spelled out. So 1 inch vertical corresponds to a 12-inch horizontal. Let's look at ours here. We have a 22-inch vertical into a 120-inch horizontal. The easiest way to do this is to you could just cheat. I would figure out the decimals here. That's what I did. 1/12 is 0.083. That'd be the grade. So to be in compliance, it can't be too steep. Like it can't be. This is like the level of steepness, the ratio of the steepness you have to have. Uh-oh. Peyton, what are you saying about mine? Do you see how this one is steeper than that one? Is that going to meet the requirements? No, this looks to be too steep because look at the steepness, like the vertical to horizontal ratio. If I found the decimal, the proportion there, this is a lot steeper than that. So is it going to satisfy the requirement? No. No. Our ramp is too steep, so we built it too steep. So they would need to go back and have a larger horizontal distance to offset this. Or if they have to have a vertical distance of 22, they're going to have a larger horizontal distance to offset from. So